Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Personal Growth Talks podcast, where we help you take small steps toward big changes. I'm Jason, your host, and as always, I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Julia.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We're so excited to have you here today because we're talking about something that's super important: how to stay focused while studying.
That's right, Julia. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Whether it's your phone buzzing, a noisy environment, or just feeling unmotivated, staying focused can feel like an uphill battle.
Exactly. Did you know, Jason, that studies show students lose about 30% of their productive time due to distractions? That's huge. But don't worry, we're here to help you fix that.
Absolutely. Today, we're going to share 6 practical tips that will help you stay focused and get the most out of your study sessions. These tips are simple, actionable, and can make a big difference in how you approach your studies.
And stick with us until the end because we've got a little bonus tip to help you stay motivated too.
So, grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's dive right into it. Julia, ready to get started?
Let's do it, Jason.
All right, let's jump into our first tip: creating a dedicated study environment. This is so important because the space you study in can directly affect how well you focus.
Absolutely, Jason. When your study area is cluttered or full of distractions, it's much harder to stay on task. Your brain associates your environment with certain activities, so having a space just for studying can put you in the right mindset.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be fancy or expensive. It could be a desk in your room, a quiet corner in your house, or even a spot in the library. The key is to make it consistent. Use the same space every time so your brain knows, this is my study zone.
And keeping it organized is equally important. Make sure your study space is clean and free of clutter. Keep only what you need: your books, notebook, a water bottle, and maybe a small plant if that makes you feel more comfortable.
Great point, Julia. Another thing to consider is eliminating distractions. If you're studying at home, let your family or roommates know you need some quiet time. And don't forget to turn off notifications on your phone or even put it in another room if possible.
That's a game changer. Also, pay attention to lighting and comfort. A well-lit space can reduce eye strain, and a good chair can help you avoid back pain during long study sessions.
Absolutely. And for those of you who may not have a lot of space, don't worry. Even setting up a small foldable table in a quiet area can work wonders. The goal is to make your environment work for you, not against you.
Exactly. So, to recap, choose a consistent space, keep it organized, eliminate distractions, and make it comfortable. These small changes can have a big impact on your ability to focus.
All right, that's tip number 1. Julia, ready to move on to... Now, let's move on to tip number 2, setting clear goals. This is a big one because if you don't know what you're aiming for, it's easy to feel lost or overwhelmed when you study.
That's so true, Jason. Imagine sitting down to study without a plan. You end up flipping through pages, maybe watching a video or two, and before you know it, an hour is gone and you've achieved nothing.
Exactly. Setting clear goals helps you stay focused and gives you a sense of purpose for each study session. For example, instead of saying, I'll study math today, you could say, I'll complete 3 algebra problems and review 1 chapter of geometry.
I love that. Goals should be specific and measurable, and it's even better if you break them into smaller tasks. That way you can check off accomplishments as you go, which keeps you motivated.
Right. Another key is to be realistic with your goals. Don't aim to finish an entire textbook in one day. It'll only lead to frustration. Instead, set goals that challenge you but are achievable.
And here's a tip. Write your goals down. Whether it's on a piece of paper, a planner, or an app, having a visual reminder keeps you accountable and on track.
That's a great idea, Julia. And one more thing, prioritize your goals. Start with the most important or difficult task first, when your energy and focus are at their peak.
Yes, it's all about working smarter, not harder, and don't forget to reward yourself when you achieve your goals. Even something small like taking a short break or enjoying a snack can make a difference.
So, to sum up, set specific and measurable goals, break them into smaller tasks, write them down, and tackle them in order of priority. It's a simple framework, but it works wonders.
Absolutely. All right, Jason, I think our listeners are ready for the next tip.
Let's keep going. All right. Moving on to tip number 3, using time management techniques. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, especially when it comes to studying. Managing it effectively can make all the difference.
Absolutely, Jason. One of my favorite methods is the Pomodoro technique. It's simple but incredibly effective. You study for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and then repeat. After 4 sessions, you take a longer break, say 15 to 30 minutes.
That's a fantastic technique, Julia. It works because it keeps your mind fresh and prevents burnout. Plus, knowing a break is just around the corner can help you stay focused during those 25 minutes.
Exactly. And if 25 minutes feels too short or too long, you can adjust it. Some people prefer 50 minutes of study and a 10-minute break. The key is to find what works best for you.
Another great strategy is time blocking. This involves setting aside specific times in your day for studying and sticking to them. For example, you could block 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. as your focused study time.
I like that one too. It helps you build a routine and make studying a non-negotiable part of your day. But remember, during your study blocks, focus only on studying. No multitasking.
Great point, Julia. And here's another idea. Use a timer or an app to keep track of your study sessions. This can help you stay accountable and ensure you're not spending too much time on one subject while neglecting others.
Yes, and don't forget to schedule your breaks too. Breaks aren't just a reward, they're essential for maintaining focus. During your breaks, step away from your desk, stretch, or grab a healthy snack.
So, to recap, experiment with techniques like the Pomodoro technique or time blocking, use timers to stay on track, and make sure to include breaks. Managing your time well can make studying much more productive and less stressful.
Exactly. All right, Jason, shall we dive into tip number 4?
Let's keep it going. Let's move on to tip number 4, minimizing distractions. This is a big one because distractions are one of the main reasons people struggle to stay focused while studying.
Absolutely, Jason. With smartphones, social media, and constant notifications, it's no wonder our attention spans are getting shorter. But the good news is, there are ways to take control of your environment.
Exactly. One of the easiest steps is to put your phone on silent, or, better yet, keep it in another room while you're studying. If you need it for studying, like looking something up, try apps that block social media or other distractions.
That's a great suggestion. I've also found that creating a study playlist or listening to white noise can help block out background sounds, especially if you're in a noisy environment.
Yes. And if you're studying at home, let your family or roommates know that you need some uninterrupted time. Maybe even put up a sign that says, "Study in progress. Do not disturb."
That's a clever idea. And let's not forget about digital distractions. Close unnecessary tabs on your computer and only keep what's relevant to your study session open. It's so easy to fall into a YouTube or social media rabbit hole otherwise.
Definitely. Another tip is to set specific times to check your messages or emails. That way, You're not constantly tempted to look at your phone or inbox during your study session.
Exactly. And don't forget about your internal distractions, like daydreaming or overthinking. If you catch your mind wandering, gently bring your focus back to the task at hand. Sometimes writing down distracting thoughts on a piece of paper can help clear your mind.
That's such a great point, Julia. So, to sum up, manage your phone and notifications, block out background noise, minimize digital distractions, and stay mindful of your thoughts.
Perfect. With these strategies, distractions won't stand a chance. All right, Jason, ready for tip number 5?
Let's dive in. All right. Let's talk about tip number 5, staying healthy and active. A lot of people overlook this, but your physical health plays a huge role in your ability to focus and study effectively.
Absolutely, Jason. It's hard to concentrate if you're running on junk food, no sleep, and zero exercise. Your body and mind are connected, so taking care of yourself physically can make studying much easier.
Exactly. Let's start with sleep. Getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night is essential. When you're sleep deprived, your brain just can't function at its best. You'll find it harder to concentrate, remember things, and stay motivated.
So true. And don't forget about nutrition. Eating a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains gives your brain the fuel it needs to stay sharp. Avoid heavy, greasy foods before studying. They can make you feel sluggish.
Great point, Julia. And let's talk about staying active. Regular exercise, even just a 20-minute walk, can do wonders for your focus and mood. It gets your blood flowing and helps reduce stress, which can make studying feel less overwhelming.
Exactly. And if you're stuck at your desk for long hours, try incorporating small stretches or quick movement breaks. It keeps your energy up and prevents fatigue.
Hydration is another important factor. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Dehydration, even mild, can affect your ability to focus and stay alert.
Good point, Jason. And don't underestimate the power of mental health. Practice mindfulness or deep breathing exercises if you're feeling stressed. Sometimes just stepping away for a few minutes to clear your mind can make all the difference.
So, to sum it up, get enough sleep, eat healthily, stay active, stay hydrated, and take care of your mental health. These small habits can have a big impact on your ability to focus and succeed.
Absolutely. When you feel good, you study better. All right, Jason, I think our listeners are ready for our final tip.
Let's do it! Now, for our final tip, staying motivated and positive. Julia, this is probably the most important tip because even with the best strategies, it's hard to stay focused if your mindset isn't right.
So true, Jason. Studying can be a long and challenging journey, and there will be days when it feels like progress is slow or non-existent. But keeping a positive attitude can make all the difference.
Exactly. One way to stay motivated is to remind yourself why you're studying in the first place. What's your ultimate goal? Maybe it's to pass an important exam, get into a great college, or land your dream job. Keeping that goal in mind can help push you through tough moments.
Yes, and don't forget to celebrate your small wins along the way. Every chapter you finish or concept you understand is a step closer to your goal. Reward yourself. It doesn't have to be big, just something that makes you feel good about your progress.
That's such a good point, Julia. Another way to stay positive is to surround yourself with supportive people. Talk to friends, family, or study groups who encourage you. Sometimes, a little pep talk or sharing your struggles can help you reset your mindset.
I completely agree. And if you're studying alone, consider using motivational quotes or videos to lift your spirits. Write a few of your favorite quotes and stick them on your study desk. They can be great reminders to keep going.
Absolutely. And don't forget about visualizing your success. Picture yourself achieving your goal, whether it's acing a test or getting that diploma. Visualization can be a powerful motivator.
That's a great tip, Jason. And let's talk about the importance of being kind to yourself. It's okay to have off days or moments of frustration. Instead of beating yourself up, take a break and come back stronger.
Yes, self-compassion is key. Remember, the path to success is rarely a straight line. It's normal to face setbacks, but what matters is how you bounce back.
And Jason, I think staying positive isn't just about focusing on the end goal. It's about enjoying the process, too. Learning is an incredible journey. Appreciate the growth, the challenges, and even the mistakes. They all shape your success.
So well said, Julia. To wrap up this tip, staying motivated and positive is about keeping your why in focus, celebrating your wins, surrounding yourself with support, and being kind to yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and every step forward counts.
Exactly, Jason. And with this tip, I think our listeners are ready to take on their studies with confidence and focus.
Absolutely. All right, listeners, we've shared 6 powerful tips today to help you stay focused in your studies. Let's quickly recap before we wrap up. All right, Julia, we've covered a lot of ground today. Let's do a quick recap of the 6 tips we shared to help our listeners stay focused in their studies.
Of course. First, we talked about creating a dedicated study environment, having a space free from distractions that puts you in the right mindset for studying.
Then, we moved on to setting clear goals. Knowing exactly what you want to achieve keeps you on track and helps you stay motivated.
Tip 3 was all about using time management techniques, like the Pomodoro technique and time blocking, to make the most of your study sessions.
Exactly. Next, we discussed minimizing distractions by managing your phone, digital distractions, and even your internal thoughts.
Tip 5 emphasized staying healthy and active. Getting enough sleep, eating well, staying hydrated, and taking care of your mental health all contribute to better focus.
And finally, tip 6 was about staying motivated and positive. Keeping your goals in mind, celebrating small wins, surrounding yourself with support, and being kind to yourself make the journey much more rewarding.
These 6 tips are simple but powerful tools anyone can use to improve their focus and make studying more productive.
Absolutely. And remember, it's okay to start small. Even incorporating 1 or 2 of these tips into your routine can make a big difference over time.
That's right, Jason. Focus and consistency are skills that get better with practice. So, to our listeners, don't be too hard on yourself. Just keep moving forward one step at a time.
Well said, Julia. And with that, we've reached the end of today's episode. We hope you found these tips helpful and are excited to try them out.
If you enjoyed this episode or learned something new, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us and helps us create more content like this.
And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in the future, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Until next time, stay focused, stay positive, and keep learning.
Take care, everyone. See you in the next episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Personal Growth Talks podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and I'm so excited to have you here today. In this episode, we're diving into something truly transformative: 7 habits that will change your life. Whether you're looking to improve your daily routine, boost your confidence, or just live a happier life, these habits are game changers. And the best part? They're simple and easy to start today.
That's right, Jason. Hi, everyone. I'm Julia, your co-host, and I'm thrilled to be part of this conversation. Habits are the small things we do every day that have a massive impact over time. And honestly, many of us don't realize how much our habits shape our lives. Let me ask you, Jason, what's one habit you've added recently that's made a big difference for you?
Oh, great question. I've started journaling every morning. It really helps me clear my mind and set my priorities for the day. What about you, Julia? Any habits that have changed your life lately?
For me, it's been practicing gratitude every night. Before I sleep, I take a moment to think about 3 things I'm thankful for. It's such a small habit, but it's made me so much more positive and focused.
That's amazing! And that's what we're here to talk about today. How small, intentional changes can lead to big transformations. So, stick around as we explore 7 habits that can truly change your life. Let's get started. All right, let's talk about habits. Have you ever noticed how the little things you do every day can either make or break your success? Habits are like building blocks. They shape your life, one small action at a time. The best part is that once you form a habit, it becomes automatic. You don't have to think about it anymore. It just becomes part of who you are.
Exactly, Jason. Habits are the foundation of personal growth. Think about it. If you want to be healthier, more productive, or even happier, you don't just wake up one day and magically achieve it. It's the habits you practice consistently that lead to those results. And here's the thing, habits can work for you or against you, depending on what they are.
That's a great point, Julia. A positive habit, like reading for 10 minutes a day, can expand your knowledge and open new opportunities. But a negative habit, like procrastinating, can hold you back from reaching your goals. Here's a question for you, Julia. What's a habit you struggled to build but eventually mastered?
That would have to be exercising regularly. At first, it was tough to stick to it because I always felt too busy or tired, but once I made it part of my daily routine, it became much easier. Now I don't even think about it. It's just something I do automatically. What about you, Jason? Any habits you've had to work hard to build?
For me, it was setting clear goals. I used to just go with the flow, but I realized I wasn't making much progress. Once I started writing down my goals and reviewing them weekly, everything changed. It gave me direction and purpose.
And that's the beauty of habits. They can transform your life in ways you didn't think were possible. The key is starting small and staying consistent, and that's what we're going to explore next. 7 habits that can truly change your life. Let's get into it.
All right, Julia, it's time to dive into the 7 habits that can truly change your life. These aren't complex or overwhelming. They're simple steps anyone can start today. Ready to get started?
Absolutely, Jason. Let's take it one habit at a time, and I'll chime in with tips or examples along the way. What's the first habit?
The first habit is creating a morning routine. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Even something as simple as waking up 15 minutes earlier to meditate, exercise, or plan your day can make a huge difference.
That's so true. For me, starting my day with a cup of tea and some journaling helps me feel calm and focused. If you're not sure where to start, try adding one small thing like stretching for 5 minutes or drinking a glass of water.
Next, we have daily gratitude. Taking time to appreciate the good things in your life helps you focus on the positive, even during tough times. It's such a simple habit, but it can change your mindset.
I completely agree. One way to practice gratitude is by writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day. It doesn't have to be big. Something like enjoying a sunny day or a kind word from a friend works perfectly.
The third habit is setting clear goals. If you don't know where you're going, how will you get there? Writing down your goals and breaking them into smaller steps makes them feel achievable.
Exactly. And don't forget to review your goals regularly. I like to set weekly goals and reflect on my progress every Sunday. It keeps me motivated and on track.
The fourth habit is active listening. When you truly listen to others, you strengthen your relationships and learn so much more. It's not just about hearing, it's about understanding.
Right. A simple tip for active listening is to maintain eye contact and nod occasionally to show you're engaged. And avoid interrupting. It makes the speaker feel valued and heard.
The fifth habit is consistent exercise. Taking care of your physical health has a direct impact on your mental well-being. And it doesn't mean you need to hit the gym every day. Even a 20-minute walk can do wonders.
Absolutely. If you're just starting, try something fun like dancing or yoga. The key is finding an activity you enjoy so you'll stick with it.
The sixth habit is reading and learning. Personal growth comes from constantly seeking new knowledge. Whether it's books, podcasts, or online courses, learning keeps your mind sharp.
That's such a good point. I recently started listening to audiobooks during my commute, and it's such an easy way to learn something new every day. Even 10 minutes of reading before bed can make a difference.
Finally, habit number 7 is practicing mindfulness. Taking a few minutes to focus on the present moment can reduce stress and improve your overall happiness.
Exactly. If you've never tried mindfulness before, start with deep breathing exercises. Just close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and slowly exhale. It's such a calming practice, and you can do it anywhere.
These 7 habits might seem small, but together, they can have a huge impact on your life. The best part is that you can start building them one at a time. No need to do it all at once.
That's right, Jason. And remember, consistency is key. Small changes done consistently over time lead to big results. Which of these habits will you try first? Let us know in the comments or share your journey with us.
So now that we've covered the 7 habits, let's talk about how to actually build them into your life. It's one thing to know what habits are important, but making them stick is the real challenge.
Exactly, Jason. Building habits takes time and consistency. One of the best strategies is to start small. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to do everything at once. Focus on one habit and commit to it for a few weeks before adding another.
That's such great advice, Julia. Another tip is to attach your new habit to an existing one. For example, if you want to practice gratitude, you can add it to your bedtime routine. After brushing your teeth, spend a minute thinking about what you're grateful for.
I love that. And don't forget to track your progress. Use a journal, an app, or even just a checklist to keep track of how often you're sticking to your habit. Seeing your progress can be really motivating.
Also, don't be too hard on yourself if you miss a day. The key is to get back on track as soon as you can. Remember, consistency is more important than perfection.
Absolutely, and celebrate your wins no matter how small. If you complete a week of practicing a new habit, reward yourself. It helps reinforce the positive behavior.
Habits might take some effort to build, but once they're in place, they can change your life in ways you never imagined. So, start small, stay consistent, and be patient with yourself. You've got this.
That's right, and if you have any tips or strategies for building habits, share them with us. We'd love to hear from you.
All right, Julia. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment for some quick Q&A. These are some common questions people have when it comes to building life-changing habits. Here's one. How long does it take to form a habit?
Great question. Research suggests it can take anywhere from 21 to 66 days to form a habit, depending on the person and the habit. The key is consistency. Even if it feels hard at first, sticking with it makes it easier over time.
That's so true. Here's another one. What if I fail to stick to my habit for a day or two?
Missing a day doesn't mean you've failed. Life happens and it's normal to slip up sometimes. What matters is getting back on track as soon as you can. Don't let one missed day turn into a week or a month.
Exactly. One more question. What's the best way to stay motivated while building a new habit?
Focus on your why. Remind yourself of the bigger picture, why this habit matters to you. Also, celebrate small wins along the way to keep yourself encouraged. Accountability can help too. Tell a friend about your goal or join a community.
That's fantastic advice, Julia. And with that, we've reached the end of our episode. We hope these 7 habits and tips inspire you to take small, meaningful steps toward personal growth.
Yes, and remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and keep moving forward. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our podcast for more inspiring conversations.
And we'd love to hear from you. What habits are you working on? Share your thoughts in the comments or connect with us on social media. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and take care.
Bye, everyone. See you in the next episode.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the English Learning Podcast, where we make English simple, fun, and useful for your daily life. I'm Jason, your host.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. We're so glad you're here with us today. If you've ever wanted to sound more natural when you speak English, today's episode is just for you.
That's right. Today we're talking about something super cool and super useful. Idioms. More specifically, 50 daily routine idioms that native speakers use all the time in real life.
Now, if you're wondering, what is an idiom? Don't worry. An idiom is a group of words with a meaning that's different from the literal words. Like when we say hit the sack, it doesn't mean hitting a real sack. It means going to bed.
Exactly. And idioms are everywhere in English. You hear them in movies, in songs, in conversations with friends. If you don't understand them, it can be really confusing. But once you do, it's like unlocking a secret code.
And the best part is, today's idioms are all related to daily routines, from waking up in the morning to going to bed at night, so you'll be able to use them right away in your everyday life.
So, get ready to laugh, learn, and level up your English. We're going to share real examples, role plays, and even give you a fun listener challenge at the end.
Let's not waste any more time. Shall we jump into our first section?
Let's do it. First up, what are idioms and why use them in daily conversations? So, before we dive into the idioms themselves, let's take a moment to understand what idioms are and why they matter in daily English.
Right. Like we said earlier, an idiom is a phrase where the meaning isn't clear just by looking at the words. It's like a shortcut to expressing something in a colorful or cultural way.
For example, if I say, I'm feeling under the weather, I don't mean the weather is on top of me. I just mean I'm not feeling well.
Exactly. Idioms help you sound more natural. Just like a native speaker. Native English speakers use idioms all the time without even thinking about it.
And here's the thing. If you only learn textbook English, you might understand grammar and vocabulary, but you could still feel lost in real conversations. Idioms fill that gap.
That's so true. Imagine someone invites you to dinner and says, "Let's grab a bite." If you don't know that idiom, you might be confused. But it simply means, let's eat something.
Another reason idioms are important is that they make your speech more expressive. Instead of saying, "I'm very tired," you could say, "I'm beat." It's short, casual, and native-like.
Also, idioms often reflect culture. They show you how people in English-speaking countries think or view the world. Learning them is a fun way to understand not just the language, but the people too.
That's a great point. And don't worry, learning idioms doesn't have to be hard. In today's episode, we're focusing on daily routine idioms, ones you can start using immediately. That's what makes them easier to remember.
So instead of memorizing a big list, just listen closely, imagine the situations, and try using a few today. We'll even role-play some examples to help you hear them in context.
All right, are you ready for our first group of idioms? These ones are all about the morning routine.
Let's get into it. Rise and shine.
Haha, that's actually our first idiom. All right, let's start the day, literally, with some idioms that you can use in your morning routine. These are phrases you might hear or use from the moment you wake up.
Yes, morning idioms are so common. You'll probably recognize some of these once we explain them. Let's go through 10 of them. Nice and easy. 1. Rise and shine.
Rise and shine means wake up and get ready for the day, often used in a cheerful way.
Right. Parents might say, "Come on, kids, rise and shine. Time for school." 2. Hit the snooze button. This is a modern one. It means to delay waking up by using the snooze function on your alarm.
Like, I hit the snooze button 3 times this morning. I was so tired. 3. Sleep in. To sleep in means to sleep later than usual, often on weekends.
Example. I love to sleep in on Sundays. No alarm clock. 4. Wake up on the wrong side of the bed. This idiom means to wake up feeling grumpy or in a bad mood.
Don't talk to him yet. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. 5. Freshen up. To freshen up means to wash your face, brush your teeth, or get ready quickly.
You might say, "I'm just going to freshen up before breakfast." 6. Clear your head. This idiom means to feel more awake or think clearly, often after coffee or a shower.
Like, I need a walk to clear my head. It's too early to think. 7. Jumpstart your day. Jumpstart your day means to begin your morning with energy or a good habit.
Example. A cup of coffee always jumpstarts my day. 8. In a daze, this means you're still sleepy or confused right after waking up.
I walked to the kitchen in a daze and forgot why I was there. Happens to me all the time. 9. Hit the ground running. This idiom means to start something quickly and energetically, like your work or morning.
I had so many emails today, I had to hit the ground running. 10. Get into the swing of things. This one means to get used to a routine or schedule after a slow start.
Mondays are hard, but I get into the swing of things by 10 a.m.
And there you go. 10 morning idioms you can use every day. Try saying a few of them tomorrow morning when you wake up.
You'll sound more natural and confident in your conversations. And don't worry if you don't remember them all right away. We'll keep repeating them in examples and role plays later.
All right, coming up next, we're heading to work or school with our next group, Work and School Routine Idioms. Don't miss it.
All right, we've freshened up, had our coffee, and now it's time to head to work or school. This next group of idioms is all about what happens during your day when you're working or studying.
Yes, these idioms are perfect for anyone with a busy schedule. Whether you're a student, an employee, or just juggling daily tasks, these phrases are super common. 1. On the ball. If someone is on the ball, it means they're alert, focused, and doing their job well.
Example: Wow, you answered that question fast. You're really on the ball today. 2. Learn the ropes. This means to learn how to do a job or task properly, especially when you're new.
It's my first week. I'm still learning the ropes. 3. Under pressure. To be under pressure means to feel stressed because of a deadline or task.
I have to finish this project by 5. I'm really under pressure today. 4. Beat the clock. This idiom means to finish something just before the deadline.
We submitted the assignment just in time. We beat the clock. 5. Hit the books. Hit the books means to study hard.
I have an exam tomorrow. I need to hit the books tonight. 6. Pick it up quickly. If someone picks something up quickly, it means they learn fast.
She started last week, but she's already picked it up quickly. 7. Speak up to speak up means to talk louder or share your opinion.
Don't be shy in class. Speak up and share your ideas. 8. Get the hang of it. This means to become comfortable with doing something new.
At first it was confusing, but now I'm getting the hang of it. 9. Back to the grind. Back to the grind means returning to work or a routine after a break.
Vacation's over. Back to the grind. 10. Stay on top of things. If you stay on top of things, you're organized and managing your tasks well.
She's always on time and never forgets anything. She really stays on top of things. These idioms are super useful for anyone who works or studies. They'll make your conversations smoother and more natural.
And remember, don't try to learn all of them at once. Just pick 2 or 3 and try using them during your next day at school or work.
Next up, we're taking a break. Literally. Let's look at some idioms for lunchtime and breaks.
All right, we've been working hard or studying hard, so now it's time for one of the best parts of the day, lunch break.
Yes. Let's look at 5 common idioms people use when they're taking a break, eating lunch, or relaxing in the middle of a busy day. 1. Grab a bite. This means to eat something quickly, usually something small.
I only have 15 minutes. I'm just going to grab a bite. Super common, right?
Definitely. Native speakers say this all the time. 2. Chew the fat.
Now this one sounds funny. Chew the fat means to chat casually or gossip during a break.
We sat in the break room and chewed the fat for a while. It just means talking in a relaxed way. 3. Take 5. To take 5 means to take a short break, like 5 minutes.
We've been working non-stop. Let's take 5 and then continue. 4. Coffee break. This one's simple. Coffee break means a short pause from work to rest or have coffee.
I'll answer that email after my coffee break. And no, you don't have to drink coffee. It's just the name. 5. Recharge your batteries. This idiom means to rest and regain energy, just like charging your phone.
A weekend at home really helped me recharge my batteries. I think we all need that sometimes.
So there you go. 5 great idioms to use during your lunch break or anytime you need a little rest.
And guess what? Learning idioms doesn't have to be all work and no play. Next, we're going to look at afternoon and productivity idioms, those little expressions that help describe how we stay on track during the second half of the day. All right, lunch is over, the break is done, and it's time to get back to it. The afternoon is when we need to stay productive, even when we're feeling a little sleepy.
Exactly. So here are 5 idioms that describe how we manage energy, focus, and tasks during the afternoon part of our day. 1. Get back into the swing of things. This idiom means to return to your usual routine or rhythm, especially after a break.
It took me a few minutes to get back into the swing of things after lunch. 2. Stay on track. To stay on track means to keep working according to your plan or schedule.
Even with distractions, I stayed on track and finished my tasks. 3. Lose track of time. This one means to become so focused or distracted that you forget the time.
I was writing emails and totally lost track of time. Happens a lot. Power through means to keep working hard, even when you're tired or bored.
I wanted to nap, but I powered through the last 2 hours at work. 5. Call the shots. This idiom means to be in control or to make important decisions.
In the afternoon meeting, the manager was clearly calling the shots. A great one for workplace conversations.
These idioms can help you describe your energy levels, focus, and even your authority at work or school.
Coming up next, it's time to wind down the day with some evening routine idioms. Some of my favorites. All right, the sun's going down and the workday is finally over. Now it's time for one of my favorite parts of the day. Evening routines.
Yes, this is when we relax, unwind, and get ready to rest. And of course, there are tons of idioms for this part of the day, too. Let's go through 10 idioms you might hear or use in the evening. 1. Call it a day. This means to stop working for the day.
We've done enough. Let's call it a day. It's a polite and common way to end your work. 2. Hit the sack, oid traffi tuorn. Hit the hay. These two idioms mean the same thing, to go to bed.
I'm exhausted. I'm going to hit the sack. So much more fun than just saying sleep. 3. Wind down. This means to relax and slowly end your day.
I like to wind down by reading a book or watching a movie. 4. Call it a night. Similar to call it a day, but used more often when ending your night activities.
It's late. Let's call it a night and go home. 5. Pig out. This one's funny. Pig out means to eat a lot, often during dinner or while watching TV.
I totally pigged out on pizza last night. No shame. 6. Kick back. To kick back means to relax and take it easy.
After work, I just want to kick back with a cold drink. 7. Tune out. This means to stop paying attention or ignore something, like turning off your brain.
I just tune out and listen to music after a long day. 8. Binge watch. To binge watch means to watch many episodes of a show in one sitting.
I binge-watched an entire season of my favorite series last night. 9. Burn the midnight oil. This one means to stay up late working or studying.
I had a deadline, so I had to burn the midnight oil. Great for students or busy professionals. 10. Sleep on it. To sleep on it means to wait until the next day before making a decision.
I'm not sure if I should accept the offer. I'll sleep on it. So now you've got 10 idioms you can use during your evening or nighttime routine. These will make your English sound relaxed and real.
Absolutely. And even if you only remember 1 or 2 today, that's great. Use them naturally in your evening conversations or journal.
Next up, we're looking at weekend or leisure time idioms, perfect for your days off.
All right, we've made it through the work week and evening routines. Now it's time for some fun. Let's talk about weekend and leisure time idioms.
Yes! These idioms are perfect for when you're relaxing, socializing, or just doing something you enjoy. Let's go over 5 of the most common ones. 1. Paint the town red. This means to go out and have a fun, exciting night, usually with friends.
It's Friday night. Let's paint the town red. Sounds fun, right? 2. Netflix and chill. This modern idiom means to relax and watch movies or TV shows, usually at home.
I'm not going out this weekend. I just want to Netflix and chill. Simple and popular. 3. Take it easy. To take it easy means to relax and not do anything stressful.
It's the weekend. I'm just going to take it easy and rest. 4. Let your hair down. This idiom means to relax and have fun, especially after being serious all week.
You've been working hard. Go out and let your hair down. 5. Catch up on sleep. This means to sleep more than usual because you didn't get enough rest earlier in the week.
I'm going to catch up on sleep this weekend. I've been exhausted.
Weekends are the perfect time to use these idioms, whether you're staying home or going out with friends.
And now that we've covered work, school, and weekends, how about we bring it all together in a fun way?
Coming up next, a role play called A Day in the Life Using Idioms. Get ready to hear these phrases in real conversation. Yawns, I totally hit the snooze button like 3 times this morning.
Ha ha. Same here. I finally got up around 7. Had to rise and shine because I had an early meeting.
I was totally in a daze while brushing my teeth. Didn't even remember if I used shampoo or not.
Oh no, I managed to grab a bite before leaving. Just a quick sandwich. You?
Nah, skipped breakfast. I'll pig out later tonight to make up for it.
Once I got to work, I had to hit the ground running. Emails, calls, meetings. You know the drill.
Yeah, I saw. You were totally on the ball in that morning meeting. Me? I'm still trying to get the hang of the new software.
Don't worry, you'll pick it up quickly. Took me a few days, too. At lunch, want to chew the fat in the break room?
Sure, I need to take 5 and recharge my batteries. It's been a long week.
Same. And don't forget, the manager's calling the shots on that client project, not us. So no stress.
Good point. After work, I'm just gonna kick back, maybe binge watch that new series. What about you?
Might go out and paint the town red, or maybe just Netflix and chill. Depends how I feel after dinner.
Sounds good. Just don't burn the midnight oil again. You looked so tired yesterday.
Ha ha! True. I'll call it a night early. Big day tomorrow.
Yep, let's call it a day here too. Catch you tomorrow.
Later, Julia!
And that's how you can use idioms in everyday conversations, naturally and smoothly.
It's all about listening, practicing, and making them part of your daily English.
Next, we'll share some tips on how to learn and practice idioms in real life. So stick around.
All right. Now that we've heard so many idioms and even practiced them in conversation, let's talk about how you can actually learn and practice idioms in your own life.
Yes, idioms can seem tricky at first, but with the right habits, you'll get better and better every day.
Tip number 1. Use idioms in your daily conversations. Even if it's just with yourself, try saying, I'm going to hit the sack early tonight, or I need to get back into the swing of things. It makes a huge difference.
Tip 2. Write a journal or short diary entry using idioms. For example, write about your day and include a few idioms you learned. It helps your brain remember them.
Tip 3. Listen to native speakers, podcasts, movies, TV shows, and even YouTube videos. When you hear an idiom, pause and think about what it means in that context.
Another great tip is to use flashcards or apps designed for idioms. You can review and quiz yourself anytime, even on the go.
And finally, don't worry about making mistakes. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Native speakers love it when learners try idioms. They know you're serious about your English.
Exactly. Practice a few idioms each day, and soon you'll be using them without even thinking.
That's it for our tips. Ready for a fun challenge to test what you've learned?
Coming up next, Listener Challenge. Use 5 idioms today.
All right, listeners, it's challenge time. We want you to use at least 5 idioms from today's episode in your conversations or writing. Today.
That's right. Pick any 5 idioms that you like or feel comfortable with. You can use them when talking with friends, practicing English with a partner, or even in your diary.
Here are a few easy examples to get you started. I'm going to hit the sack early tonight. Or I need to grab a bite before my meeting. Simple, right?
If you're feeling brave, try using an idiom in a message or a post on social media. You might be surprised how much fun it is and how many people will understand you.
And don't worry if you don't get it perfect. Practice makes progress. The more you use idioms, the more natural your English will sound.
Let us know how it goes. Share your favorite idioms or sentences with us in the comments or on our social media.
We can't wait to hear from you. Good luck, and have fun with your idioms today.
That wraps up today's episode on 50 daily routine idioms in real English.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time for more fun English learning. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed learning these idioms and feel ready to use them in your daily English.
Remember, mastering idioms takes time and practice, so be patient with yourself. Even using a few idioms regularly will make your English sound more natural and confident.
Keep listening, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every step you take is a step forward on your English learning journey.
And most importantly, have fun. Language is a tool to connect with others and express yourself. Idioms add color and personality to your speech.
Thanks so much for spending your time with us today. If you liked this episode, be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends.
We'll see you next time on the English Learning Podcast. Until then, keep shining and keep speaking English.